Okay, welcome back to week 4 of training grounds for supply and demand. In these training grounds, we will be looking at the dash of evil. Our first example set will be for the buy side, and we will start to see the negotiation game in the buyers or buy side to convince people or the general public that the buys have ended and it has now turned to sellers. So let's quickly jump right into this and see at what point are the buyers that were with you or that entered late after this point, um, until what point did they give up and they now start to see the market as sells. So let's quickly have a look. So here we have our bridge to the upside. It was able to come all the way till this point, at which point we started to have some sellers. Now these are just a little bit of sells. This is just enough to get people to reattempt buys, because now they've seen someone has taken up the buys all the way up to here and they want to be part of the action, so they just jump in at any small pullback that they get. So let's quickly have a look at what happens then afterwards. So here we go. At this point, you'll see that you get your buys coming in, a little bit of a hold, some more buys, even more sellers coming in, and the buys attempting to go even higher. But they hit this SNR right here that was created and they get smacked down. So the question now is, what happens afterwards? Here you have strong buyers coming in. So is this your V? You can see it that kind of does look like a V, but just logically looking, we are now right at this SNR which was created. So no one is looking at sells at this point. So this does not make sense for us to have enough buyers or for enough sellers in here so that we can continue our buys. So there you have it. The sells then continue, they go even lower. Let's follow them a little bit more. So here they come down, they break this area, they come lower, they even attempt to go even lower than that, and now this area has been broken. Buyers re-attempted. They got smacked down really hard. You can see by the wick up there. And the sells are even pushing the price lower. So up until this point, everyone was still looking at buys, but now these buyers who jumped in here and here, all their stops have been triggered. They are seeing, well, this can't be a buy anymore, this must be a sell. Look at all the things that we missed, that we should have seen. Look at that, it was like a double top. Look at that reversal candle. Look at that lower high that came in. Look at how all these wicks are on top. This must be a sell. So most people then turn sellers in this area. They are then convinced that this is a seller's market. And at this point, here we get our V. And let's see what happens. So our V happens and there it goes. Oh, sorry, there it goes. And we were able to push up even slightly higher. Here we have a test 1, test 2 for this, and then it just shoots up, reaches that area, makes it all the way up till here. Sellers attempt again, came back to this area, and buyers shot up again. This then eventually turns into a seller's market because of a higher time frame. But for us being buyers, we're looking at this area to find out where can we get in to attempt our buys to make some good money. At what point is there enough sellers in this market for us to continue our buys. And it's only after this area where all these SNRs have been broken, all these stops have been taken out, and people to start to turn their views on the sell side. Even if here, if you consider that most probably this bigger sell that came in was from a higher time frame, now they will start to jump time frames and they will see, oh yes, according to the higher time frame, this must be a sell. So up until this point, they say, well, now we're with this higher time frame, we must get into sells, but we know the buys aren't over yet. We just need a little bit of a deeper pullback, more mentality on the sell side so that we can continue our buys. Okay, so on the next example, we will be looking at the sell side.